It is 13 minutes before the hour. Just what responsibility does an artist have to the audience? It's a question that's taking on new meaning in the music world now that another top performer has died of AIDS. Some say music videos are sending a message about sex that could be fatal.
Yes, I really want it. Only if you want it. Yes, I really want it.
Can I get an eye open up, easy looking up, smoking up?
You're looking at the face of AIDS in 1995. When 31-year-old Eric Wright, better known as Eazy-E, died of AIDS last month, he joined the growing ranks of a frightening demographic.
The CDC just recently named AIDS as the leading cause of death of people in that age range, from 25 to 45. So it is now the #1 killer of cells. Psychologists say it always has and always will.
Unsafe sex predated MTV and will postdate MTV. To argue that these images are part and parcel of the problem is idiotic.
The only responsibility as an artist that I see is to do good music and stay true to yourself and put out good music to keep your fans pleased, you know what I'm saying? Nothing else. Not to make all the kids in America happy or to go save little Johnny's life. It ain't even like that.
In an age of AIDS, where we are already faced with tremendous promiscuity, this simply adds to it.
If you ever hunger for me, whatever you ask for.
Anyone who watches MTV knows that a great many music videos use sexual imagery. The question is, do those images lead young people to practice unsafe sex?
I think art reflects life. I don't think people go and watch MTV and get those sexual urges from MTV. It's a natural thing, so.
It's just all quick. And it's accepted in this medium.
Everybody likes to act like that they subscribe to safe sex, but I don't think that everybody does, that's for sure.
And, sometimes you just aren't prepared, and you just say, Russian roulette, whatever.
I'm just doing what I feel is natural. And I'm just a sexual human being, just like everybody else, and that's how I choose to express myself.
MTV itself was praised for showcasing the AIDS education efforts of the late Pedro Zamora and for airing fundraising specials like Red, Hot, and Blue. The network never responded to our request for an interview.
When society has problems, they always make the scapegoat popular music, so that, if people are concerned about AIDS or they're concerned about sexual attitudes, those are problems that are solved by education and social programs and the kind of things that the very people who complain about popular music are usually trying to stop.
Don't go too fast, don't go too slow.
One group that is trying to get across a safe sex message is TLC. The group is working on a new video with an explicit warning about AIDS.
Guy who loves this girl, and she's promiscuous. I never could say that word. She's a slut. And he gets AIDS and dies. And she's what?
Promiscuous.
Promiscuous.
We're blessed, you know what I'm saying? And kids look up to us, so when you're in a situation where you can make a difference, I think you should take advantage of that.
The experts tell us that the sexual behavior of young people is influenced by many factors, not just music videos. There's genetics, biology, culture, peer pressure. They also say perhaps the most important influence of all is the affection and education children get from the grown-ups at home. 9 before the hour. We'll be back. Countdown to the Grammys, sponsored by Mountain Grown Folgers Coffee, the best part of waking up.
The biggest night in music, the Grammy Awards, is now just 2 days away. For our countdown to the Grammys, our Lori Hibbard sat down with the best-selling female group of all time. That surprises me.
Ever. Bigger than the
TLC.
Supremes.
Yeah, really.
TLC. Bigger than the Supremes, bigger than En Vogue. They are huge, let me tell you. And not only has TLC sold an incredible amount of music, their latest CD, Fan Mail, has 8 Grammy nominations associated with it. 6 for the group and 2 more songs for the songwriter who penned some of their biggest hits.
Just like you, I get lonely
too. 8 Grammy nominations.
Yes, 8 Grammy nominations.
Yes, including the big 3. What album of the year, record of the year, song of the year.
What was your reaction? Did you call these 2 immediately?
I couldn't call them because I knew they would be asleep and they would be mad at me and curse me. I hang up the phone.
Girl, I would know that letter, girl. I would have saw it
12 o'clock
Yeah, and
news.
then like, yeah, and then wake up at 1 o'clock and be like, oh, we got nominations.
Let's talk about Record of the Year, Scrubs. What's a scrub?
A scrub is a guy that thinks he's fly.
Also known as a buster.
It's a guy that's like, he has no life. He doesn't even have potential. You know what I mean? He is just, he's a leech and very happy at being that, you know, a professional leech at that. And, but we're not talking about all guys.
I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
The new line is T-Boz, but I'm not a scrub.
Oh yeah, they always say that to me. Always say that.
Unpretty up for Song of the Year. Now this, another song, touched a nerve, but this song really spoke to teenage girls who just try so hard to fit in and don't. I mean,
What a blunt way to put it.
no, seriously, and
But that is, I mean, it's
I
kind of
know.
true.
you must have had a lot of great response from your fans about this song.
Oh, yeah.
What's it been like?
It's been amazing.
You know what? One day after one of our shows, I can't remember which city we were in, this lady came up to me and she said that when she saw the video and listened to the song, that she changed her mind about having a breast job because she was going to do it. And I was like, man, you know, we touched somebody, you know, that makes you feel really good. It's kind of like a pat on the back, like you're doing the right thing.
Besides the pat on the back from their fans, TLC has received major recognition from their peers. But even with all those Grammy nods, they know who their biggest competition is. It's the only act with more nominations than they have.
Santana?
Yeah, Santana.
It had to be the year Santana makes the comeback,
I know,
right?
The major comeback.
Like, as if. But, you know, just, you know, being nominated, period, is like winning anyway because it's the prestige. You know,
It
people.
follows you.
Yeah,
Throughout
people.
your whole career.
Yeah, people work their whole lives just to get that, and we finally made it there.
So 8 nominations. If you walk away without one, it was good enough just to get the recognition.
Now,
No.
at least one I
I know, right?
Then I'll be mad.
I will be
I'm not
mad
expecting to
about
get
it.
all 8, but golly, I will talk to somebody.
I'm
If
telling
you
you.
don't get one,
I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me.
With 5 years between albums, many controversies, financial and legal problems, and infighting within the group, a lot of people felt this album might never come.
You know, there's been a lot's been written in the past few months, controversy about you guys, rumors of a breakup, things like that. Where does TLC stand right now?
We're basically where we have always stood, you know, amidst all of the rumors and turmoil. We will never break up. That's where we stand.
There's an old saying, united we stand, divided we fall. Is that you guys?
Oh, that's definitely
most definitely. I mean, no matter what, at the end of the day, why everybody else gets mad, you know, even if we're mad at the time, we still come back together. So don't waste your energy on that. We'll be all right.
Exactly. You know, I was watching some old videos of the group. You were so young. If you could meet yourselves 9 years later with all you've been through and all you know now, if you could meet yourselves, what would you say to those 3 girls?
Me personally, I wouldn't say anything to me because I think everything I went through happened for a reason. I don't harp on it. For what it was worth, I mean, I got a lesson out of it, so that's all that matters.
I would go back and pull a little Chili to the side. I would tell her to not listen to the person that was in her ear, breaking her down. You're bigger than that, you're stronger than that. She doesn't, and she knows that, and that is why she's doing that to you. And that's the only thing I would say. You know, everything else I would want to happen the same.
Lisa?
I'm pretty much feeling like Tionne's feeling.
You gotta go through it, you gotta go through it.
I would definitely. I mean, and going through some of the stuff was really rough at the time, but now that I have gotten past that point, you know, I really appreciate having gone through those things because it really taught me a lot.
Coming true, believe in yourself, the rest is up to me and you.
I had a really good time with them.
Looks great.
Yeah.
They're performing this year?
They are performing, and be prepared for them to blow the doors off. Let me tell you, a la Ricky Martin last year, they're going to really do something special.
5 years between albums. That's an eternity in the music world.
It is, to
Good
be off
see
the
'em
charts.
back.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, Lori.
You're welcome.
On tomorrow's Countdown to the Grammys, we'll catch up with Rosie O'Donnell, this year's Grammy host. We'll be right back.
No, okay.
Let's take a look at this week's entertainment news. TLC member Lisa Left Eye Lopes is no longer MIA. Lopes went missing on Tuesday when the R&B singer was a no-show at a Las Vegas event. Lopes also failed to show up at the MTV Music Awards Thursday night, but TV tabloid Inside Edition spotted Lopes and her boyfriend at a New Orleans hotel yesterday. Bet he's no scrub. Friends say Lopes takes sabbaticals like this all the time. Last year, Russell Crowe took a beating.
Parole. A member of the Grammy-winning trio TLC, Lisa Left Eye Lopes, died Thursday.
If you can't spatially expand my horizons, then it leaves you in a class with scrubs.
Lopes died in an auto accident while on vacation in Honduras. There's no word yet on how or where the accident happened. TLC's hits include Waterfall and No Scrubs. Lopes would have turned 31 next month.